boy. So today was not nearly as productive as I wanted it to be. However, technically speaking, until I lay my head down for real this time, the day is not over. Sly is sitting right behind me. Yeah, you can see the back of his head. I got home from work and I made myself some pizza rolls, laid down with Sly, and then somehow my eyes closed and they opened again, and it was 9 o'clock. The good thing is that, water and power is cheaper if you wait till later. So I putzed until 10, and now I'm doing laundry. Work has been really weird. You used to, over the last couple of years, because I've been in the same job the entire frickin' time, I would kind of get bent out of shape on a busy day. I'd get overwhelmed. I'd let myself, probably think a bit too much. But the day before I had to start moving, so last Tuesday, I got some bad news about a promotion, and I kind of gave up. And what's really funny about that, and I don't know, it could be that, it could also be that I'm now in my own space, but I don't know. I've just not been stressed. I go in, I do my job, the job is done, I get the hell out. I collect my paycheck, nothing else needs to be said. Still sucks. I'd rather be doing something more fulfilling with my life. But, it's paying for this place, so I don't have to live with my parents anymore. So, swings and roundabouts. I know it's usually in bad taste to, start a YouTube channel with the distinct purpose of trying to make it a job. But I don't know if I have another choice, because I can't survive on my own with just that job. Even if I get $1 raise, I still won't be able to survive on my own. It's just not possible. So I am very much hoping that, something changes. I've got 13 months to make it happen. Realistically, I have 9. And I've seen channels grow really fast before. It's just I've never done it. All right? And gaming is a really hard space to break into because everyone has an opinion on games. I'm just hoping that what I have to say, and the way I say it, and the way I present it, and the fact that now 27 of these fucking videos in, I can look at the lens and not the screen, will help. Hell, I'm making these dumb little vlogs for essentially nobody. And yet people are still watching. It's not very many, but people are watching. Someone subscribed yesterday. Don't know who you are because you don't have your subscriptions public, so I didn't get that notification of so-and-so subscribed. But people are subscribing. I don't know why. But I just hope that I can make this work. Because I don't know what else to do if I can't. So for the reading section tonight, I am going to just reread the entire of what I've got because it is a lot, and I think it is kind of dumb to only get the story one sentence at a time, especially since I'm going from reading it daily to reading it weekly now. So, here we go. And there's still no title for this story. The view from the islands had never failed to take Derek's breath away. The tops of the clouds complementing the lush grass and odd white and blue flowers, along with the guaranteed peace and quiet, made the task of reaching them worth it every time. The slow hiss of his respirator was drowned by the steady winds that rustled the vegetation like a zealous grandparent's hand through a child's hair. The air this high up was thin. Nothing bigger than the occasional shrub could grow, allowing the strange stone ruins to dominate the otherwise flat landscape. With the sun still in the east, Derek adjusted his pack on his shoulder and approached a low, half-buried entrance in the face of a stone wall. He took one more look at the clear blue sky behind him before crawling into the darkness. The dirt and debris was packed high enough in some spots that Derek had to drag himself along his belly. The scent of old earth was strong enough to penetrate the filter and mask of his respirator. The thin beam of light from his headlamp revealed the tops of intricate stonework murals, meticulously chiseled and equally meticulously worn away by time. At each intersection was a crude X scribbled with white chalk. Derek turned down the first hallway, now clear enough for him to stand upright without this mark. He was never sure what he was looking for when he explored these places. The few mixed trinkets he kept at his desk had no connecting theme beyond their origin. Wooden toys, scraps of rope too short for climbing or fishing, simple and recognizable tools that, despite their age, had not dulled or tarnished. His favorite find was a peculiar pair of goggles that he wore around his neck. The strap was firm still, but clearly worn and cared for. The lenses telescoped and made the smallest details grow until a small scratch in the rubble were the size of the valley far below. This new section of ruins was a bit different from the others Derek had explored, which gave him hope for finding something interesting and unique. The rooms toward the front of this building seemed to be made for receiving and entertaining. Shards of curved glass that would have fit together to make a simple cup if time, water, and sandy soil hadn't smoothed them out, littered many of them. Remnants of plates, bowls, tapestries, cushions, and the like were strewn about. Derek had brought back several sets of simple cutlery, which had only lightly tarnished and took polish well. He had kept a set, enough for 3, and sold the rest for enough to feed him and his friends for well over a fortnight. The other front rooms, like the one he found the goggles in, were set up like a study or drawing room with a stone drafting table, lamps that contained an odd red liquid as its fuel, and intricately carved, yet disappointingly empty shelves embedded into the walls. By contrast, this section seemed to Derek to be full of private rooms, though the evidence was scant. Tattered fabric that may have at one point been blankets slouched in piles, left to mildew. Some broken wooden chests lay beside flattened cushions large enough to sleep on. Room after room, Derek saw the same scene. He checked the meter on his air tank. It estimated 40 minutes. It had taken him more than half of that to crawl through the entrance. Just one more, he muttered. Turning the corner into the next room, Derek froze. This room was different, not in how it was laid out or the same rotting furniture. There was something else in this room. A body. We'll see you tomorrow.